Good morning, gorgeous. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you enjoy this month's vlog. There is a little bit of painting, not so much, but a lot of business behind the scenes stuff as we wrap everything up before heading off to London. I am getting really nervous. We're literally just about to leave in a couple of days. So be sure to follow me on Instagram. I'll be posting a lot of the behind the scenes stuff on my story and yeah, enjoy the vlog. So the very first thing that we did this month was getting our new tapestries. We got sweet as dandelions turned into a woven tapestry and I just loved it so much. You guys happy with it?
Yes, I like it.
Oh.
I think it's really cool. It's like 2 blankets in one because of the inverse. Bye!
Yeah, beautiful. Excuse me, Pooh Bear. Excuse us. All right, let's go. Do you guys like the fit?
No, it looks terrible.
Oh, my art studio is actually on a really big 40-acre property with lots of animals, and this is Sweet Charlie. He's been in our family for so long. Needless to say, I've wanted to do a photo shoot with him for ages, and we thought that this new tapestry was the perfect opportunity to do that. So literally as soon as we were done with the unboxing video, I got changed and went straight out to go get him all pretty, got some like show sheen in his beautiful mane and tail. Like, he's just the most gentle, gorgeous soul. In product photography, there's always this idea of like you're selling a lifestyle sort of vibe, and for this I wanted like very free and sometimes serious but like also cute, so like yeah, just fun and beautiful and playful, and like always that immersion in nature and having lots of animal friends. That's very important to me, so yeah, I just thought it was beautiful to add that in.
I'm still turning. Stop spinning!
Got some beautiful dried blooms here that we're using. Yep, beautiful. 3, 2, 1. Putty Poo genuinely loves photo shoot days because he gets so many treats and he knows it as well. Like anytime we bring the camera out, he's just like all up in our business. So today I am working on the bags for Gent London, the collaboration, and I started off by having some beautifully refined sketches and just some ideas because I'm not going for representation with this, which is really outside of my comfort zone. Before we get onto that, I'm going to be spending some time in my sketchbook coming up with some automatic drawing exercises, and I feel like these just, you know, get you really fresh and what's the word? Into it, would you say, Oriel?
Into it.
Into it, yeah, absolutely. This is an 18 karat gold leafing pen and it's so pretty. Look at that. Oh, that's fun, oh my God!
Does it feel weird?
It does, it feels so different. Oh, that is so bizarre. That's not what I was expecting at all. Look how shiny that is. You see that?
Well, yeah.
Once I start this, I can't stop.
Yeah.
I'm really nervous. I'm like scared actually. Oh, this feels wrong. This feels really wrong. It does.
Actually placing an order yet, but I will soon. I just wanted to send a letter to my favourite artist. I've been struggling mentally and physically, and somehow my way of coping through all this is by sending you a letter. It may sound weird, but I hope this letter finds you well, and thank you for giving me the courage and the wisdom that gave me the motivation to do art again. I've been depressed for quite some time, and your TikTok videos really helped me, so thank you, Talia, and I can't wait to see your upcoming pieces. And someday, I want to be just as successful as you. Have a good day.
What's the name?
Nico.
That is beautiful.
Little Nico. Little cutie.
Genuinely, art is just so impactful, and I feel like we just go about our days just, you know, not even knowing just how much of an impact our work can have on another person, and it's just absolutely incredible and so humbling. It's what makes everything so much more impactful and meaningful. It's like, you know, what wakes you up in the morning, I suppose. This is the first finished bag for the collaboration, and honestly it really pushed me. I've been wanting to do abstract work like exclusively for a little bit now, and this just sort of opened the door and gave me permission to do that, and it just felt like flying. I loved it so much. But yeah, I hope you liked how those photos turned out. I'm really proud of them. I've learned a lot about Lightroom presets lately and color grading, which I'd usually do like individually with each color, but yeah, just I really want to like offer them one day. Like maybe when we get back I can do like Lightroom presets or something, but yeah, just loving it and working on more paintings when I can. It's been a very busy month. Like almost every other day has been filled with photo shoots or meetings, and yeah, it's just it's true what they say, like the more you grow as an artist in your career, like the less time you have to paint. And it's just like, oh, I was feeling it. I mean, I don't know about you, but for me personally, the less amount of time I have to paint, the more of an impact I feel it has on my mental health. And, you know, it's not just me that I'm looking after with, you know, the art, it's, you know, my whole family now at this point, which is amazing and I love it. But it's like, oh, you know, gotta stay mentally fine, which I'm a Cancerian, so like it's tough as it is. Jokes aside though, I am just so excited to see what work comes out of going to Europe for the first time and having these new experiences, because like I'm a very isolated person and yeah, I don't really leave the studio very much and I get really nervous around people, so I anticipate that I'm gonna come back a bit different, but yeah, inspired 100%. Like I'm already itching to be working on these pieces and finishing works that I started this month, and oh yeah. I'm nervous. I'm a bit nervous, but I'm really excited to get out of my comfort zone, because our comfort zones are where we can get a little bit stagnant, and I feel like my practice is ready for the next leap of faith, I guess. Here I'm working with Galka Gel. It's one of my favorite mediums at the moment. It's like Liquin, but like Gamblin's version of it, and I'm obsessed with Gamblin products, honestly. And yeah, I was just creating some little studies and trying to just enjoy the process. I just finished filming the intro to that painting, and look how many times I literally repeat the same thing. Oh my god. Look at my face. And then I check it, do it again just to make sure, and then I add a couple of variations to the shot. A lot of filming. A lot of content creation is just getting creative and seeing what you could do differently every time, but always important to check that the shot works. I've got a big 36 by 48 here, and these are some of the colors that I'm going to be doing the first layers with. This is such a pretty color. This brand honestly does the best acrylics I've ever worked with. Before we get into painting today, this is the best painting hack in the world, honestly. Get your big, flat, glorious brushes from your local hardware store. I got this from Bunnings. I think it was like $6 for this. And it's like for like the tip of the, what's it called? House painting, for getting into the corners and the cracks. And this is so much fun. Like the amount of pressure you can put on this brush is just stunning. Let's get into filming for TikTok and Reels. As you can see, like setting everything up so it looks pretty perfect. You can check like the composition of my phone. It's like very much so in the center, and it's good to repeat some shots as well to make sure that like if you're looking back to the camera and you want your face to be in it, that it's in it. I've noticed a big trend at the moment where art videos, if you show your face, they tend to go a little bit better. So I'm just implementing that myself in my future videos. And it's always important to just always be ready to embrace something new and to try new things and to get expressive and just have fun with it, because you don't want like creating content to be a drag, you know? You want it to be something that brings you a lot of joy and documents your process and your journey as an artist, and people love to see it. Like, yeah, so just, if not for them, just do it for yourself, you know, because it's amazing to look back at it and to see how not only your art has improved, but you as a director and a cinematographer, like, it's so fun. What I'm doing here is just making sure that there aren't any thick gloops of paint on the canvas, because the next stage is adding a medium, let's say, and then I'm signing this painting right. I don't know why I was signing it, because she wasn't nearly finished at this point. I mean, I thought she was, but I mean, I was hoping for her to be done before we left, but you know, I think something's telling me that I need to wait until I come back to look at her with fresh eyes. But yeah, it was, I was even waking up super early as well, like as you saw earlier, like literally painting with the sunrise with her. And yeah, here we are moving on to the super satisfying portion of my painting process, which I quite love. someone left a beautiful, beautiful note on their order, and seeing stuff like that just absolutely makes my day. And it absolutely makes my mum's day, because she's the person that actually fulfills a lot of the orders. She is the print manufacturer, the print packaging coordinator, and yeah, it's beautiful to like that she's a part of it, you know. I love her dearly, and yeah, it's given her a lot of freedom. It's a lot of work, but it's a lot of freedom as well. This painting was initially inspired by reefs and like beautiful green waters, but as I continued to paint on her, more of these golden flecks just started to evolve out of her naturally, and I found that she kind of reminded me of kintsugi, you know, like the Japanese art of filling broken things with gold, and it's just such a gorgeously human act, and I just found it so inspiring. So I decided to play into it a little bit more with this painting, but I could not settle on a background. No matter what I did, I kept working on her for ages, but yeah, she's almost there. She's close. It was time for us to start working on our Valentine's celebration, so here we are getting ready, and this was the vibe for the shoot. We wanted something that was like Galentine's, Valentine's sort of vibe, and we popped in the car. We were about to head over to Mum's, but we got some stuff from the little cupcake, and then we also went to the local bakery to get some croissants, just getting beautiful things that we could also like have and enjoy, but like use for the photo shoot. That is just so much fun. And we just brought in the mirror and wrote on it, and oh my god, I tried my best to write with lipstick, but it's actually difficult. It's so hot in here. Our makeup is just like melting off, but it still looks good. Okay, so we have got my big teddy bear here for like the Valentine's shoot. We've put together this little cute gift boxy sort of thing, and we're literally just working on a sheet. And I need a wall like this in the studio. Oh, someone just ordered something. Say hello, mama.
Hello. Hello, mama.
I know it looks like we're having the best time in here, but seriously, we were just like so over it. We were exhausted. It was so hot. Like, look how glazed over my eyes are there. But anyway, like, I was just so proud of how this photo shoot turned out, like regardless if we were just like the whole time. But yeah, I got to do a shoot with my sister, and it was just lovely. Oh my god, I can't tell if this painting is finished or not. This is background number 3, I think. And my fragrance bottle like hit the light so beautifully on my wall, and I wanted to replicate some of those shapes in the background just to give her some finished touches. Do you like my palette? It's a box. It's a box I was too lazy to clean. The beautiful Lena Danya is keeping me company in the studio today. So pretty, so pretty. To work on the early layers of this painting, I am mostly using acrylic paint and also some mixed media supplies. Here I am scrubbing it off of the canvas just so it looks like really aged and just, yeah, pretty. Also, don't forget to paint the edges of your canvases. Like, if you're not offering your paintings framed, definitely do that. It just looks a lot more polished and done on your collector's wall. And yeah, I wanted to like be really direct with my painting process with this one, and I got to use Andrew Tischler's like dagger brushes for the first time. Why are we painting with anything else? Honestly, they are so incredible. Like, the sheer amount of surface you're able to cover so quickly. But yeah, just it's so good to just try new materials and new brushes. But I was so struggling with that painting that I ended up going to Mum's place to go, you know, check up on the print, say hello, but definitely to get some samples of the new painting so I could use them to help me out along the way with the process, because you can actually paint on top of a lot of prints as well, and it gives you a really, really good gauge of what the painting needs, because if you see it small and seeing it in different sizes as well, that's why it's a really good idea to take photos of your artwork on your phone and on a camera as well, because you're able to see it smaller and it just changes your perspective a little bit and helps the painting become a little bit more polished. Moving on to session number 2, working on these paintings for the Gent collaboration. This one just stole my heart. It really, really did. I just, look how incredible those beautiful abstract marks are. It's so much fun to lose yourself in that part of the process, because when you're doing abstracts, it's just, you can't really think about anything, you can't overthink it, and it feels so freeing. So if you've ever wanted to try anything abstract, I definitely recommend it. It's so fun and just gives you an opportunity to explore new horizons in a lot of ways, because it just feels so fresh. Look how nice that's looking, like the double painted line on that. It looks so pretty. Hi. Hi. Typical sisters, eh? The one instruction was, please don't tap the table. It's all good. It probably added something gorgeous to it, I'm sure, but yeah, just moving back to this piece, it was so enlightening, and I can't wait to do something on a black background when we get back, because look how gorgeous that and contrasty that looks. You see? Okay, open her up, open her up. I'm gonna get your reaction.
Oh my god, I love it.
Open it, open it.
Oh,
it's like
open
yeah, open it. It's like a secret. There's so much stuff going on in there. You gotta push a little button. Okay.
Ooh!
And then open up the flap.
This flap?
Yep.
Yes.
The whole thing.
I love the orange.
Interactive. It looks like a little egg.
Yeah.
Some yolk. One of the last things to do before we left for London was to just reintroduce myself gently to watercolors, because I'm not going to be able to be with my art supplies, and yeah, I just have to pretty much exclusively be with watercolors for a whole month, and I forgot how much I loved them. They're just so much fun. It's just really eye-opening to revisit something you might have left behind. So if there's something in your process that you haven't done in ages, definitely give it a go. Finally, we went to go get our nails done with Lana, and yeah, we wanted something that was like inspired by something that Oriel's gonna be wearing and something really pretty for me. And oh, it feels weird. It feels weird, but oh, hand rubs at the end. So nice. Good morning! We are painting the final bag. We are designing it off of Oriel's nails. We just got our nails done today, and it's inspired by what Oriel will be wearing, which we saw a little bit of a hint of, and it's really stunning. Like, it's gonna be so cool. This is currently what she is. I'm just gonna leave her like this for now. Like, look, she's signed, but I can't decide if this is the right background for her at all. I've been doing these little studies on prints, and this is like such a good benefit to having your own printer as well, because you can figure out what artwork can look like without having to go over stuff and repaint it over and over and over again. I just think she pops out a lot more instead of this where she's like fading into the background and you can't quite tell like thematically if she's fading away or like emerging, and yeah, I'm feeling more like bold and drastic lately. And here are some watercolor abstracts that I've been working on because, you know, being overseas, I don't have access to my usual art supplies, so I'm just getting used to watercolor again. And yeah, I love these conceptually. I think they'd make like a really gorgeous series. Look how beautiful that gorgeous blue is. I love those beautiful floral elements. And it looks like she's glowing on the inside. So nice, so nice. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me for this studio hangout session. Just come and be a part of our studio for a month. It was so amazing, and I can't wait to see you when we get back from London Fashion Week next month. So be sure to follow me on Instagram for all of the updates. I will see you in a month. Happy painting.